Hello everyone. Today I'm going to solve problem number 5 from the code 150, which is stop k frequent elements. Given an integer array nums and an integer k, return the k most frequent elements within the array. The test cases are generated such that the answer is always unique. You may return the output in any order. Okay. Constraints. Nums.length varies from 1 to 10 to the power 4 and nums of 5 varies from minus 1000 to 1000 and k value ranges from 1 to number of distinct elements in nums. And the recommended time and space complexity, you should aim for a solution with order of n time and order of n space where it is the size of the input array. Okay, let's take this example 1 input. So this is the nums array and k value given is 2. Okay, so we'll need to return the k most frequent elements. Frequent elements, right? So we'll need the frequency of the specific elements, right? So one in this particular example, one occurred one times, two occurred two times, three occurred three times, right? So which is most frequently occurred? Like three is the most frequent element. Next, what is the most frequent element? Two. Two is the most frequent element. Next, one is the most frequent element. So so these are the elements which are sorted, like which are arranged based on its frequency, right? So three is occurred three times, two is occurred two times, one is occurred one time. So we arranged the elements based on their frequency. Now I will need to select the top two elements, which means 3, comma 2 I will need to return, right? And then the example 2, they have given 7, comma 7, k equal to 1, which means k 7 element occurred one time. So the maximum frequent, sorry, 7 element occurred two times in this particular example. So the most frequency is 2 and the value of it is 7. And I will need to choose the top one element, right? So the top first element will be 7. In that case, I will need to return 7. Okay. So, so first what we need to find the frequency of each element. So that's the step number 1. Find the frequency of each element. Okay. After I find the frequency of each element, what I need to do? I need the elements based on their maximum frequency, right? So I need to choose the elements from that particular, like basically, after we find the frequency of each elements, like here in this case, one occurred one time, two occurred two times, three occurred three times, right? So I need to choose the elements based on their frequency, like based on the most frequent elements. Like three has the most frequency, right? In this particular example. So I need to choose three first. Then two occurred. So two has the most frequency. So I will be choosing two. So I chosen two items, right? I need to choose two. So I chosen two items. So I can stop the process and I can simply return the answer, right? So I need to choose the elements like based on the most frequency value, right? So, and also they have given that we need to aim for a logarithm linear time complexity, right? So we need to aim for a linear time and linear space complexity. Okay. So this is the common step, like finding the frequency of each element is the common step, but brute force approach. So brute force approach, what we can think is, so what we can do is so this is the frequency of each element, right? So this is the element, and this is the frequency. So this is that we are discussing example one. Example one. So this is the frequency value, right? So this is a frequency value. So in the brute force way, what I can think is, okay, what if I can able to remake this particular set in such a way that the most frequent element will come first, then so in such a way that they are sorted based on its frequency in a descending order. Because three occurred three times, two occurred two times, one occurred one time. If I sorted the prepared key value pair in this particular way, I can easily choose the top two elements, right? So 3, comma 2. So what I can do is brute force. Second, sort the prepared key value map data, right? Key value map data in a descending order based on the frequency value, right? I will be getting something like this, right? Third step, what I can do, choose the top k elements from the sorted map data. That's it. So this is the brute force approach, right? But if we sort the particular prepared key value map data, so we will be end up with the time complexity which is logarithmic, not linear, right? Which is order of n log n. Because we all know that the sorting operation will take n log n time complexity. But we need to give a solution which will result linear time complexity, not logarithmic time complexity, right? So that's why we need to think a better approach than this brute force approach. Okay. So let's discuss the better approach, right? So this particular finding the frequency of each element is the common step that we should definitely make, because this is the data, this is the p-value data which we will be using in our algorithms, both the brute force as well as the better approach algorithm. So better approach, what we can do is, we know that the nums length will definitely be 10 to the power 4, right? So let's say in the worst case, so 10 to the nums length varies from 1 to 10 power 4. What if the input has full of 1, like the input array, nums array contains 1 comma 1 comma etc. up to 10 to the power 4 times, right? In that case, 1 occurred 10 power 4 times, right? So the frequency is 10 power 4. So basically, so what I'm trying to tell is, in the better approach, what we can use is, we can use the bucket sort algorithm. Bucket sort algorithm. What we will need to do, we will need to create the bucket array, right? Bucket array, which means we will be creating an array. Second, let's take an exactly draw. So we will be creating an array, right? So we will be creating an array which will, like, the value ranges from 0 and 1 and 2 and etc. etc. up to this is 10 power 4. My exactly draws not perfectly comfortable to, right? But me adjusting for us. So I created this bucket array, right? Which is of size 10 power 4 plus 1, because I need this particular cell which is represents the 10 power 4 index value, right? Okay, I created this particular bucket array. Basically, each cell, right? Each cell in this particular bucket array will hold the list of elements. Will hold the, first let me write a text. So list of elements. So each bucket cell, each bucket cell will hold the list of elements, right? List of elements. Okay. So what we will be doing, we after we prepare this frequency of each element, find the frequency of each element, what we will be doing, so in this particular example, we are, sorry. So in our example, 3 occurred. So 3 occurred 2 times. So in our example, we have 3 and 2 and 1. So 3 occurred 3 times and 2 occurred 2 times and 1 occurred 1 time, right? So what we will be doing, we will be updating this particular bucket array based on this particular key value data. So in the third location, so this is our third location, right? So in this particular location, what we will be doing, we will be adding 3, right? And then in the second location, we will be putting the element 2. And in the first location, we will be putting the element 1. Let's assume that we also have some another value. So we also have another value, which is 5, right? So 5 comma 3, which means 5 is occurred 3 times, 3 is occurred 3 times, right? In that case, what we will be doing, we will be adding 5 as well in this particular bucket place, which means 5 comma 3. This particular cell has two elements, 5 and 3, right? Suppose, let's say, 10 is also exist in the nums array, like 10 is also present 2 times in the nums array, right? In that case, what we will be doing, we will be adding the 10 also. We will be adding the element 10 also in this particular place, because we already know that each bucket cell will hold the list of elements, right? So we will be contain this particular cell will contain this particular group of elements. Similarly, in this also cell also has 5 comma 3 element, right? So after we complete updating this bucket cell, right? So simply what we can do, we can start iterating this particular bucket cell from right to left, because our target is to fetch the element based on the most frequency, right? The elements, we need to choose the element that are occurred most frequently, right? So we will be start iterating this particular bucket list from right to left. So in this particular example, if we say, so from 10 to the power 4, we will be iterating from right to left. So in this particular third cell, we have 3 comma 5, right? So what we will be doing, we will be taking this in our answer array, we will be putting this 3 and 5. I'm sorry. So 3 comma 5. So this blue colored line represents the answer, right? So 3 comma 5. So what if my k value is 3? In that case, 2 is also having some value which contains 2 comma 10, right? So in that case, I can simply take one element. So finally, this is my answer. This is my answer. And we assume that the k value given is 3. K value given is 3. K equal to 3. So yeah, so this is the approach. Basically, we will be, after preparing the map data, we will be creating this bucket array and we will be updating this particular bucket array based on the map data that we created. And finally, we iterate this bucket array from right to left to prepare our answer. Once we prepare once we chose the k top frequently occurred element, then we will be simply stop the process and we will return the answer, right? So okay, so let me code, let's implement this particular, let's implement this particular optimal approach code. Like first we will need to definitely prepare this hash map. So this is the common thing that we should have this key value pair of data first, right? So hash map dot put of nums of I, comma hash map dot get or default of. That's so. Let me also code this brute force also. To brute force approach, what we will be doing. So we will be preparing we basically need to sort this particular map data in a descending order based on the frequency value, right? So that's our task. So let me call this particular list as list sub answer. So I'm fastly implementing this coding part because this will take some time, right? So let me try to make it as early as possible. So what I will be doing, list temp dot add of entry dot get key and list temp dot add of entry dot get value. Finally, the task is to sort this particular list data in a descending order based on the frequency value. So this is the comparator, custom comparator that I created, like to perform the sorting operation based on my requirement, right? Like sort based on the frequency value in a descending order. That's the requirement. That's it. Now we are going to prepare this answer array. So let me return this answer array. So this part is taking log n time complexity, n log n time complexity, which is not a recommended thing because we need the linear time complexity, right? So yeah, let me check what is the issue. The issue here. Okay. So I missed adding this list temp into the list sub answer. So that's it. So this is the brute force code. This will definitely submit it. But the recommended time complexity is linear time complexity we knew. And let me complete that code also. So this block is free. This block is specifically written for making the. So this is the brute force code. The optimal approach, what we will be doing, we will need to first create the bucket array, which each cell should hold the list of integer, right? So list of, and we knew that bucket size should be of this much. And then what we will be doing, similarly, here also we will be iterating this map, prepared map. Here, what we will be doing, if suppose, so into frequency is entry dot get value, right? Value is the frequency. And if suppose bucket of this frequency is equal to null, then we can initialize that particular cell as new array list, right? So that then only we can able to add an element into it. Then simply we can add the element in this particular cell. The element, this is the frequency and the element is entry dot get key. We will be adding the element. That's it. Now we are going to prepare this answer array. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than k, and sorry. First, what we need to iterate this bucket array from right to left, right? So yeah, greater than or equal to 0. We also need to create one more variable, which is counter. I greater than or equal to 0, and counter should be less than k and I minus minus. If suppose bucket of I is not equal to null, then what we will be doing, we will be incrementing our counter. Before that, we will need to answer array of counter equal to. So bucket of I, sorry. So here for this is a list, right? So we will need to iterate this bucket of I. So answer array of counter equal to this value, then counter plus plus. That's it. And we need to return this answer array. So this is the optimal code. This is a brute force code. The time complexity of this is order of n log n. And space complexity is order of n. So yeah, in this brute optimal approach, the time complexity is order of n and the space complexity is order of n. So let's run this. What is the issue here? Okay, it is an array, right? So I should do this basically. Okay, now this should be submitted. Yes, this is the optimal code. That's it. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.